A while ago I made a video explaining the bulge to Mr. Thrive and Survive. Some of my viewers made comments on it that made me realize that it is ridiculous having to explain basic trigonometry to flat earthers. They said this. Unfortunately, I feel I have to take it a step further. There are all these videos about how water proves the earth is flat. As you know, flat earthers like to say, water always finds its level, but do they actually know what that means? You may have heard that I speak with a little accent that could tell you that I'm Dutch. I live in the Netherlands, and you might be aware that in the Netherlands, the water doesn't find its level, the Dutch tell it what it is. Much of the Netherlands is below sea level. In fact, we have been claiming land from the sea for centuries. This is the province of Frisia, and right through the middle there was a sea, which we closed off and claimed as land. We also closed off the southern sea and turned it into the IJsselmeer. The green areas didn't exist prior to the 1930s and the 1940s. But not only that, we have been doing this for other countries as well. Palm Island, Dubai is Dutch made. But enough of this exuberant patriotism. Let's get to the point. Water level. All through the Netherlands you can find these measuring bars in canals, as you see on the left, and they tell you what the water level is, in reference to the control level known as the New Amsterdam level or Nieuw Amsterdamse Peil, which is what NAP stands for. So we are controlling the height of the water in the country relative to a reference point. The water level, that thing on the right, has nothing to do with it. So what does level mean? Now, flat earthers will take the top definition in the noun and adjective. However, on the left you will see that the second point also applies. So what does water level mean? As you see, it refers to an elevation. Keep that in mind. The definition of water surface or surface water is also important. Let's summarize. The picture explains it clearly, I might hope. So, two or more bodies of water can have a different elevation, a different level depending on the container, and yes, the water would want to level out. It would want to find its level. As water is being pulled to the center of the earth, when it can, it will be pulled to the next lowest level, which is what we see here, where two bodies of water are leveling out. This will continue until the water surface of both bodies will be equal and there will be no elevation, and the water surface in both bodies has the same distance to the center of the earth. I've made a diagram to illustrate. And yes, I've used MS Paint again, because if you can't explain it with these simple images, fancier pictures won't help either. Anyway, moving on. As you see, the water surface has the same distance to the center of the earth. There is no flow sideways because there is no elevation difference. Only when the conjoining bodies of water are no longer separated, the water will flow. It does this because the water is being pulled closer to the center of the earth and it can now move to a lower position. When the surfaces are equal, the flow stops. Earlier I showed these videos where people claim that those rivers prove the earth is flat. They claim the water flows uphill, which is a complete misunderstanding of curvature or the globe. No place on the surface of the earth is up. Around the globe, the sky is up, the surface is down. Only the elevation difference matters. Thanks to the gift of insomnia, I've had the time to map this out for the river Nile. As you see, from the south border of Egypt to the shore of the Mediterranean, there is 182 meters of elevation change. Basically, there is a difference in radius of the earth. It is 6,371 kilometers at sea level, but on the south border of Egypt the radius is 6,371 kilometers and 182 meters. The water flows to the lowest point it can because it is being pulled to the center of the earth. It is trying to level out. The explanation of this principle has taken way more time than it should be necessary. It shouldn't be necessary at all. It makes me cringe to think that such a thing needs to be explained to other adults. That being said, should you think I screwed up something here, in something as simple as explaining water level, elevation and leveling out, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.